This story takes place around 3 years ago in the last house that we lived in. Though this experience was only a one-night occurrence, it still has struck a nerve with me and I will never forget it. One night, my best friend and I were spending the day together, and it happened to be laundry night. While folding laundry, I accidentally placed the laundry on top of the doll that's in my hands. For the sake of this story, I'm going to tell you that the doll in my hands is a Venetian jester, and his name is Bacchus. His name was given to him after the occurrence that happened on this night. Like I said, I placed clothes on top of him. Little did I know that this was going to upset him. Before this night, he had always been the tallest part of my room, but I had recently been cleaning my room and I had placed him down in a chair. I eventually forgot to put the clothes that I sat on top of him up, and we fell asleep with him still underneath them. That night, my best friend slept alone in my bed while I slept with my little brother because he was having nightmares. As she woke up, she came into the living room where I was sitting with my little brother. She came in there and told me that she had a weird dream, and she woke up to see that all the things that happened in her dream did happen overnight. In her dream, supposedly, she saw Bacchus push the clothes off of him, knock the chair that he was sitting in over, knock over several things on my dresser, then proceeded to go over to my altar and rearrange things, along with him jumping out the window. As he jumped out the window, he hit a stick that I had in the window and knocked it down. Upon hearing this story, I thought she was crazy. But I went in there, the clothes were on the floor, the chair was overturned, the things on my dresser were moved, the things on my altar were moved, and the stick that was in the window had been knocked over. Bacchus, on the other hand, was in a completely new chair. Instead of being in a small little metal chair, he was now in the swivel chair on the other side of the room. This is unexplained, as my friend did not like Bacchus, as he was creepy and she wouldn't have touched him. Before this and after this, he has no longer had any activity. However, I have not placed anything in front of him or on top of him since. Bacchus now resides on top of my witchy cabinet along with my other jesters. He was the first one I ever got, and he is one of my favorites. There is a part of the story I forgot to tell you guys, and that is the origin story of where I got Bacchus. He was my first, and before him I didn't really have an interest in jesters. My grandmother's friend, we'll name her Cher, was a person who traveled with the carnival. She traveled all over the United States, was exposed to many cultures, and she got Bacchus along the way in a place she doesn't remember. However, Cher also doesn't have the best energy around her. She's known to mess with Native American spirits in that they're not happy with her, and her whole house is basically a large sigil to bind Native American spirits to her home. If you got any feelings or you saw anything in this video that I possibly didn't, please comment down below. Tell me what you think of Bacchus, and if you want to continue to hear scary stories that I have went through, leave a like on this video. If you haven't already, also subscribe. And that's all for me today. The spirit of Bacchus, would you like to wave goodbye to the camera?